win it was.
They just weren't challenged. I mean,
It was on those practically the entire.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. And heading into last season.
Yeah, the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them.
And so it's the Warriors. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Burke, the pass to Favors. Now here's Freak, covered by Barnes. Freak with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Curry. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Booker, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Max subbed in for Trey Burke. Utah with the ball after the miss from Klay Thompson. And Mack kicks to Freak. Puts it up from 12. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they played in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass as they were second in the league in rebounding differential at home.
Utah leading by 5. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Booker. He drains it from the right block.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
Here is Livingston. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Now, Freak. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Pass to Mack. Pass to Favors. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Favors has got 8. Warriors trail by 9. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Shot to end this cold run. Almost, but it rolls out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Mack, right wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And here's Burks. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And that. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his. I was going to say, Greg, how checked in for Hood. Next subbed in for Exum. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Verija comes in for Draymond Green. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. Shelvin Mack is out there with Alec Burks. That's the group right now for Utah.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
The Jazz again can't hit it. Warriors leading by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Freak with it. Varejao on it. Burks in the corner. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And so he makes both from the line. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And stolen by Spates. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Curry. Rebound, Utah.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Mack. He's guarded by Varejao. And it's Freak missing. Outside Curry. They get a hand on it. The 3 from Barnes. And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not?
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. We've been cold as the Arctic from three-point range. If we're going to stick with that shot, we've got to do more to make sure it's a quality look. Move without the ball, set screens, make an extra pass. On top of that, we haven't shot the ball very well, and nothing's going to happen for us if the ball isn't going into the bucket. I know we're down, but I don't want that to dictate the speed we run our offense at. Good shots are the priority, not quick shots. It might not feel like it, but we're in an okay position. A lot of teams would have been out of this game by now, but we're still in it. Let's get after it and see what happens.
All right, fans. The second half just about to get going here. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Favors. Alec Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. Freaks checked in for Hood, and it's Exum in for Burke. And then for Golden State, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now,
To the basket.
you're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
1:49 left here in the third quarter. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Rocket 6. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for Trevor Booker, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Dante Exum. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Screen by Bogut. Livingston kicks to Barnes. 5 to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got 11 points.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Freak passes to Mack. Gobert the screen. And Mack kicks to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Nice D from Bogut.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Livingston dishes to Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And stolen by Barnes. And it's the Warriors on the break. Ahead, the pass to Livingston. Thompson in the corner. Another three for Golden State.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top. They lead by 12. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. .130 left to play here in the fourth.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And, as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Klay Thompson. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Freak in at shooting guard. Lyles out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Exum, and it's Burks in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Green passes to Curry. Screen by Bogut. Tries again. And the basket by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 21.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's Freak. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
That just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Klay Thompson. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments? And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy, because he's dope?
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a two-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him, and it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed off the court and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Get rich. You don't really want it.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. Taking a look at the Thunder, Nick Collison out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Payne. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
They get it back. Here's Favors. Excellent D from Kanter.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Payne with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta. Over to the wing. Baseline J on the way. And it's Westbrook again missing. Utah leading. Here's Matt. Outside Favors. Payne grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. The drive by Kanter. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And Booker kicks to Burks. Favors with the screen on Waiters. Favors with the screen. Stolen by Waiters. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. There's the pass to Westbrook. Back to Waiters. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Kicks it to Freak. Banked in off the glass. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 34-point game against Atlanta.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Thunder lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question.
Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Roberson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. Shelvin Mack is out there with Alec Burks. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent, mainly Kevin Durant.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Durant's checked in.
Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. 2nd in scoring, 3rd in rebounding, and they're ranked 3rd in lowest amount of turnovers per game. That's the sign of a team that understands the importance of taking care of the ball.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own. And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Waiters no luck. Jazz leading by 4. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. And Favors kicks to Freak. Buries it from 3-point range. Freak's got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
There's a screen by Cantor. Durant drawing the double team. Tries from 10. And the shot is long. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Cantor. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got his 7th rebound here tonight. 27 seconds left in the first half. Back the pass to Hayward. Great touch on the 16-footer. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Here's Waiters. 11-point game his last outing.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Passes it to Westbrook. 3 seconds left, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And so we conclude the first half. Utah out in front, leading by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Gordon Hayward with the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So for Oklahoma City right now, Cantor is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Dion Waiters is out there with Payne. And it's Roberson in at the small forward position. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
They set the pick. Nato. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Waiters.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Hayward dishes to Freak. Out to Hayward. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
And it's Freak missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The dish to Waiters. Burks with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burke's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Freak. The Jazz with another miss. Thunder trailing by 3. Now Payne. He's got 9. Here's Adams, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Freak kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Roberson. He has 7. Payne with it. Inside. That's tipped and stolen by Favors. No luck. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard one. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. Hayward comes in for Alec Burks. Freaks checked in for Hood. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Trey Burke. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Andre Robertson in for Dion Waiters. Freak in at 2-guard. Favors is out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Hayward. And it's Mack in at the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. The Jazz with another miss.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Pass to Freak. Launches it. The rebound by Ibaka.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now. Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 21 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Booker. The Thunder pull it in. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. And he commits the intentional foul.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
And he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 9.
I'm sure he would have liked to have nailed all of them at the stripe, but that should be good enough to end this thing.
And that one's good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Jazz.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it. Freak. You got the look. Take the shot.
5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Freak. Missed. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win.
Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
This is what you love to see out your star.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC. Look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're going to have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we got to set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own. Boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa, okay.
You love it,
All
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr.